Hey y'all, been a while. Been kind of busy with stuff and just lack of inspiration. I just didn't want to make a video on something that I didn't want to do. But since Valkyr's rework, I've put together a pretty neat build. Lets you spam damage cap. It's really cool. Now, is it practical for day-to-day play? No. Is it really fun though? Yeah. Now the crux of this build is a augment called Prolonged Paralysis. It used to be really good for her, and then it wasn't very good because they buff nerfed it. And now, once again, it's really fucking good for her. Pretty much what it does is it just knocks enemies to the ground in a little clump in front of you. And by itself it isn't really that strong, but when you realize that Hysteria, her 4, has the highest ground finisher damage in the entire game, yeah, you get shit like this. Now already by itself, it's just super strong just to do that. And honestly, you can just do that even up to level cap. Like, you don't need what we're about to do here to do this. However, I am very extra, so I decided to put on as many multipliers as I could to see how hard I can make this shit hit. Hello! Okay, we're in the simulacrum. I'm just gonna like break down what's going on with this build. Alright, so starting off, we got the steel charge with the aura. You can kinda just use whatever aura you want. The steel charge is additive with her passive, so it really isn't even that big of a buff. You could use corrosive projection, but that would just require another forma. This is a very light on forma build. It's only about like 3 forma. For our Exilus, we are using Preparation. Preparation is just all around good, just starting out with full energy, especially with this hungry bitch with 40 efficiency. It just helps a lot, especially because we're not using Nourish for this build. We're using Precision Intensify for Hysteria, just to buff that up with Blind Rage. Because this build is so hungry, you could actually just not use Blind Rage. Transient Fortitude, same reason, just Strength. Then we got Prolonged Paralysis. So Paralysis by itself is really, really shit, but with this augment, it groups them up into a little ball and allows you to do ground finishers, which are the strongest finishers in the game because they clump up enemies, and especially on Hysteria, it's a 55 times damage multiplier. Really good. Prime Continuity, we get extra duration, it helps all our abilities out, especially because we're running relatively low duration for this build. Then we got Equilibrium, just because hungry bitch, efficiency helps. Prime Flow, same reason, hungry bitch. And for our Subsume, we are using Silence, specifically because of the augment Savage Silence. It also helps that we won't get like taken out of our 4 by like the Acolytes, and it turns off Xmas abilities. That's also really good, but mostly we're just here for the finisher damage. So finishers, really, really strong, specifically ground finishers. And proccing Arcane Trickery is usually a pain in the ass, but whenever you're clumping up 30 enemies and finishing them all at once, you're pretty much permanently invisible. And whenever you pair that with like Arcane Crepuscular over here, you get extra strength and a 3x final damage, like critical damage multiplier, which we're red critting, so I believe it's like 3 times 3. So yeah, pretty strong. And mix everything together, and yeah, you just blow shit up. Like, it's so strong to a point where you can probably do this unmodded. And they can do stuff like this. Hold on, I can do damage cap. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, really easy to damage cap. Like, even like not fully ramped, no red crits, like, well, you hit a red crit there, but like you don't have to red crit to damage cap. As for our focus school, Matter Eye, this is the build we're using. This is a flex slot. You can kind of just put whatever you want there. You can put pressure point if you just want the flat damage. You want more utility, you can like put some, I don't know, status chance there if you want. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, all right, actually here, yeah, like it's good. It's good. Do recommend using Primed Reach and Spring-Loaded Blade though, because her claws are tiny and it's just really annoying to have to deal with. So having both of them on makes it so it's around like a comfy, like around 8 meters. We are using Arcane Crescendo. It's just the smartest choice here, at least in my opinion, just because you're pretty much gonna have constant 12x combo. You can use heavy attacks whenever you want. You'll just have 12x combo all the time just because of the way the build works. Disciples Merit, I mean, it's kind of just there. You don't need to use it. And I'm gonna show you this unmodded because it can actually do a fuck ton of damage even just unmodded. Like, look at this shit. 11 million, 17 million unmodded. Yeah, she's fucking absurd. Oh, hold up, there's this guy over here. Hold up. There you go. Yeah, very strong. We're just gonna go back to this build here. We're using 3 Taus and 2 parkour velocity. The 3 Tau purples are just crit damage. You don't even need them, honestly. You don't need to do anything. You think it'll be utility. Like, I'd actually recommend you put them on energy, just because hungry build. This is my hound. I just prefer using hounds over pretty much everything. You could use a panzer if you want, just for the viral, but this guy also spreads viral. And it can nuke rooms as well, so it's just nice to have along. Here, you can just like show you, it just gives him space cancer. If he wants to. Well, you're just walking up to them. Yeah, he's kind of stupid, that's his only problem. There you go. Yeah, and it's just a huge damage buff having them peppered and status effects. That's pretty much it. You can use whatever weapons you want. Here's the fashion. It's pretty nice. I like it. Hope you enjoy. That's pretty much it for me. Sorry for no MH Blackie ding sound effects going off everywhere. I should have added those later, but I'm a little tired. I hope you enjoy this video. I'll be back with more whenever I do find something cool to share with y'all. Hope you have a good day. Or night. Goodbye. Yeah, I'll just add him in right now. Now the simple trick to make this build ludicrous